Good morning, guys. Today we are looking at AMPE Pharmaceuticals, or AMPE. Right now it is about 6 times the average volume, about 20 minutes into the opening bell. Our 50 EMA buy-in target is 215 and under, most likely in the sub twos. Hopefully we can get it down there. Well, I was about to say the resistance was 240, but just popped over that currently after a little bit of a downtick. But the previous resistance before that was 250, so not that far behind. We're going to keep following this as far as technicals and volume goes. That's the one that is the top of the list. There might be other plays coming in, but for the most part, we are looking at AMPO today. And we are also going to be just taking a peek at Smith Industries. And technicals are there. The volume is sort of tapering off from the morning, and it looks pretty damn volatile right here. A lot of jumps. This is not a stock that doesn't like gapping up and down. So we're gonna keep an eye on Schmidt. But yeah, I'll update you once some more movement happens on an AMP. All right, minor update for you guys. This chart's looking fairly bullish here as it starts creating new highs. It was 270. Now it is about 280 resistance. Following along the 50 EMA line, it's looking at about 230 and under, right at support. Hopefully we can take a dip into the support area. But yeah, this chart's looking fairly bullish. The volume is still coming in, and we're going to just see how high she wants to go here and wait for either the consolidation or the dip under the 50 EMA. But for the most part, it looks like the bulls are winning. And yeah, I'll update you once some more price action happens. All right, guys. So after quite a few minutes, we are actually in at 255. On the dip under the 50 EMA. We're going to have an alert for anything over 258. And it's been steadily down ticking for a while, but hopefully it hits this little support area and we can do a little retest. Still top of the volume chart here. Still doing well in volume, just about 5 to 6 times the average volume. So we're just going to wait on this and see if we can test a higher day. The double down position looks to be about 240 and under right there. All right, guys. So we got ourselves a nice dip and pull, and we are over the 50 EMA now. So we're going to set our stop loss above our average at 256, and we're going to let this one run and see how high she wants to go. I'm going to take a little off the top here just to lock in that profit, but we're going to leave half the shares running at 256, which has a stop loss for us, and we might buy back in if it gets there, because it did drop all the way to 250 before coming back up. But for the most part, that was a good dip buy, and we are locked in the profit no matter what happens. So we're going to go ahead and let this one run, and hopefully I can update you guys and while it's testing a new high. If not, we are looking to actually buy back in under our 255 average if it could get down there. But right now, I know the chart's not really reflecting it, but it is at 266 and climbing. There we go on that update. But yeah, good trade so far. We'll see how high she can go here from here. All right, guys, a few minutes has gone by. It did go up to a high of 274, 273. We did sell some above 270. And then we noticed 3 strong red candles. It didn't quite take us out of our stop loss, but that was a sign of just not a lot of strength. So we did sell off after it came back up right here in the 263 area. So we're yeah, so we sold the rest of our shares at 263 is what I meant to say. I didn't really want to test the stop loss, and I wanted to lock it in just because, I mean, that's a strong red candle right here, and not a big bounce back. I mean, the high of day is 280, and it could get there eventually, but for now, I think we can do better than a 255 average. We might have to set an alert for anything under 245, just in case this thing starts to go real south. And for the most part, I believe it should be bouncing off to 230 as far as the chart goes, but it could get lower than that. The fact that it didn't bounce off the 50 EMA to create a new run has really got me thinking that this thing is a failed breakout, and it's not going to want to test the high of day, at least for the most part, before lunch. And like I usually say, you got to get in a set average before lunchtime, which is just about an hour away here. So if it doesn't come back down and test the 100 EMA for us, you might have to let this one go if it just consolidates here. But if it does drop dramatically, I think we can get another good scalp in here before lunch. So let's see if we can't drop below 245 to test this area right here, 240s to 230s, as the previous chart, or the previous dip on the chart. All right, I'm looking at the charts that I'm watching right now, and they're all taking a big little downtick. And I double checked, and I guess the futures are pretty red right now. And it's looking like it's going to turn red, and for the most part, the volume is pretty much dead here. It might just be a red day in the market. Good thing we got in this dip, because looks like the volatility is dying down. I'll show you what I mean right now. So this is Teva, the volume leader for the day, and right around the same time, see, it's got the dip to the 50, and then, I mean, it kind of looks like the same chart, and then we would have been able to get out, but it looks like it's taking a downtick there, along with AMPE. We're looking at SMITs from previously this morning, and it just continues to go downwards. Not a lot of volume here, but it is going down, not even a bounce back. So the futures are affecting the day trade volatility of this thing. But for the most part, we got about 15 more minutes until I'm just gonna call it a day. We already locked in our profit from 255 to sells of 270 and higher. So that's a pretty good movement. And that was just in like 5 minutes or so. So yeah, unless it drops below 247 to test this range here in the 240, 230 area, within the next 15 minutes, we're going to go ahead and just walk away and hope for a better day tomorrow, because the futures are red and they tend to drag the rest of the market down with it. But yeah, we'll update you in just a few minutes. All right, guys. Well, there was still some movement from 260 to 265. Not much else happening here. We're gonna go ahead and call it a day here. Most likely, the red market's dragging this one down, as well as all the other plays. And we had a quick play here for 20 plus cents, which is great for us. In and out, just the way you want it. And you can't force a trade, you can't force this to run, and it just doesn't look like it wants to do anything here. So you can see the red or the green volume bars are very tiny, not a lot of buying, just more or less accumulation and people trying to sell for the most part, and a lot of red candles. And it could climb back up, but right now we're not going to risk it. The EMAs do look fairly healthy, although the 100 is getting a little too close for the 50. Something needs to break soon, and we're not going to risk it breaking up or down. Yeah, see you tomorrow, hopefully for a better trade, where we can get a real run. As long as the futures are green, should be good to go. But as for now, we're going to go ahead and take off. Thanks for watching. See you next time.